From 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, you can hear the sound of cars being serviced at Rudy's Automotive. San Marcos residents have relied on Rudy's to get their car fixed for about 2 decades. Many regard the proprietor, Rudy Espinoza, as a friend, and no matter where he goes, it seems that everyone knows his name.
From our church fiestas here in town with St. John's Catholic Church, the Knights of Columbus, organization, doing stuff for them, and then of course now at the Rattler Stadium, you get to be in front of a lot of different people.
Rudy says there's more to life than living it.
Your candle doesn't get any dimmer by allowing somebody else to light their candle with yours. The same thing, if you reach a higher pedestal, don't be afraid to reach down and help the person down there reach the next one. That's what it's all about.
At the end of the week, once the garage doors are locked, Rudy has another mission to perform under Friday night lights. He also runs concessions for the San Marcos High School Rattlers during home games.
What we decided to do is set up all new equipment, the menu, the merchandise, inventory it, where now the booster parents and different organizations at the high school can walk into pretty much a loaded store, so to speak.
The San Marcos community has a special place in his heart. Rudy has seen many changes over the years, and yet a consistency in the people.
The locals, our students, our kids, we truly get what the future's about, and we try to be part of that.
Rudy says that the people he encounters at the games serve as another opportunity to make each day better. In Rudy's views, working hard doesn't have to kill you or your spirit. For Bobcat Update, I'm Gus Torres.
There is no doubt that Texas State University is one of the most popular and fastest growing schools to attend in Texas. However, as the student body increases, so does tuition.
We're the beneficiaries of that in that more students help financially. But obviously we need to hire more faculty members. We need to provide more dining options. We need to give more parking spaces. With more students comes more demands for things as well.
Next month, the board will take a vote on the proposed increase. But for some students are still unsure whether the increase will solve anything.
The way I have to look at things, because I've been trying to stay debt-free. I don't live on campus for the sole purpose. I drive over an hour and a half each day, like overall driving back and forth to school, to keep from having to pay the extra money.
Hearing that tuition's rising kind of frustrates me because I already have around $13,000 of student loans taken out for my first freshman year, and knowing that that's going to be even more next year is really aggravating.
The student tuition fees will be increased by $11.25. For students who receive financial aid and scholarships, a $200 increase will be added before students' aid is applied.
It's going to take away some of the incentive to want to come to Texas State, which is kind of sad because I wish everyone could experience this place at a reasonable price.
Vice President of Finance, Eric Algo, says there are 3 main fees.
So we have to share that burden a little bit between the increases in state money and then what we hope can be very modest increases to our students.
It's pretty pricey when they all add up and it's just constantly feeding them more money, and it's like, why? When do I get to keep my money? And you really don't.
While some students' hotspots may be cut, tuition won't be one. For Bobcat Update, I'm Bethany Perales.
The answers are similar.
Bigot, stupid.
Obnoxious, rude, arrogant.
Yet so different.
Strong, smart, business.
Both kind of crazy in their own sense.
Many students at Texas State have registered to vote, and some will be casting their first ballots in the presidential election. There's uncertainty about who's the most qualified to be president.
Kind of stuck between 2 evils, choosing like the better of 2 evils.
Not even just a presidential candidate, but a decent person. You don't brag about sexual assault. He was talking about kissing women like out of nowhere, and he was newly married, and that was really disrespectful to his wife.
Yeah, I haven't educated myself well enough, but I know I've seen Trump and I have learned about him, and just not him is probably a better option.
While a lot of students are locked in on whom they want to see become the next president of the United States, others remain undecided. For Bobcat Update, I'm Gus Torres.